Last week I was doing a strategy session in an organization, and I was working with the top team minus the CEO. The responses that I received were dutiful but seemed very lackluster. And after we had worked for about an hour to establish some goals and directives and a strategic operating chart, I looked around and said, what's going on here? A couple of them looked down at their papers and said, you know, we've done these exercises a million times before, and it's really important to us that we accomplish them, but then we take them into the CEO and they just languish on his desk. Nothing ever happens. What that organization was suffering from was a real dearth of leadership at the top level. If you want people to be enthusiastic in your organization, you have to be actively involved and enthused and engaged yourself. This CEO was actively involved in bringing new acquisitions into the organization. But he was like a coach who spent all of his time going out to get new players and didn't spend any time at all developing his team. The key element for building a passionate organization is a passionate, highly engaged leader. If the leader is in absentia, then no matter what the top executives do or the people down through the chain accomplish, it will all seem as though nothing is completely gelling the way it could. When I see leaders who say, oh, I focus external to the organization and I let my people run the organization, and our profits last year were 22%, I say that's a pity, because your profits could have been 34%. If you were a more engaged leader, your people would be more engaged employees. And so one of the things that I ask leaders often is, how committed are you to these results? Because if we're doing a strategy session and you're not going to shepherd it all the way through the operations change, and you're not going to push this with your people, and you're not going to let everyone in the organization know how passionate and excited you are about this strategy, then it's probably going to be dead in the water, and it will fail miserably because you yourself aren't engaged. The key to an engaged workforce is absolutely an engaged, passionate leader, and nothing else works quite the same way.